What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios Channel. I, of course, am your host, the Renegade JJ Williams, and today begins a special limited time offering here on the Casa D18 Studios Channel. For the next few Thursdays, I am going to be covering the Disney Plus original series, Obi-Wan Kenobi. First episode starring Ewan McGregor, Rupert Friend, Sung Kang, Moses Ingram, Benny Safdie, Joel Edgerton, Simone Kessel, Vivian Lyra Blair, Flea, Jimmy Smits, and Grant Feely. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here once again for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. Like I said at the top of the show, for the next few weeks, it's going to be a little limited time offering, kind of test the waters, see how things go here. I threw it up on the Twitter, put it out there for people, see if they were interested in me covering the Disney Plus Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and I got a positive feedback. So I'll be covering all 6 episodes here on the channel, and maybe down the road it'll lead to me covering some of the other Disney Plus limited series. We shall see. I've been looking forward to this series ever since it was announced. It was originally supposed to be a movie, but the Solo film totally tanked at the box office, and so Disney decided to rethink their strategy. And when they announced Disney Plus, they decided that they're going to do these more character focused presentations for the Star Wars universe as Disney Plus series. That's why we've gotten the Book of Boba Fett. That's why we've gotten The Mandalorian. And now we're getting Kenobi. Now, the series begins with a flashback, about 5 minutes worth, of the prequel saga, and more specifically, the relationship between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker. From discovering Anakin on Tatooine as a young boy to, him meeting Padme, to him being courted by Darth Sidious and the Emperor, and how him and Obi-Wan intertwine and formed this, for lack of a better term, brother or even father-son bond throughout the prequel series. As that ends, we see some of Order 66 being carried out at the Jedi Temple and throughout the planet of Coruscant. We then jump ahead 10 years after the events of Order 66 have taken place, as the Grand Inquisitor, the fifth brother, and the third sister arrive on Tatooine. The trio enter into a cantina and they begin to interrogate some customers as they search for a Jedi. Obviously, there have been some Jedis that were able to escape Order 66, and this is one of them that they're looking for. Now, when the Grand Inquisitor is about to kill the Cantina Order for noncompliance, the Jedi in question, a man named Nari, reveals himself and narrowly escapes them. We are then shown Obi-Wan Kenobi, reintroduced to him, who since Order 66 has been using the alias of Ben Kenobi, trying to remain low-key under the radar of the Imperials and the Galactic Empire, and he now works as a meat packer. And during his free time, he kind of watches over young Luke Skywalker from afar. Remember, he gave Luke to Owen and Beru Lars at the end of Revenge of the Sith to take care of him. As we all know in The New Hope, Luke raised by his Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. Now, when Nari approaches Obi-Wan for some assistance, Kenobi refuses, claims he's no longer a Jedi. He has kind of denounced the Jedi ways in order to preserve his life. We then journey to Alderaan, as Leia Organa runs into the forest in order to escape a visit from her adopted mother's family before she's captured and taken back home. Back on Tatooine, as Obi-Wan walks home, he is confronted by Owen Lars, Luke's uncle, who warns Obi-Wan to stay away from Luke. A group of Tatooine citizens, including Owen, are then stopped and questioned by the third sister. When questioned about his knowledge of the Jedis, Owen lies, calls the Jedi vermin. Back on Alderaan, Leia escapes once again and retreats back into the forest, where she is abducted by a bounty hunter named Vect Nokru and the rest of his gang, who were hired by the third sister. Leia's adopted parents, Bail and Breha Organa, contact Obi-Wan Kenobi, and they ask him for his help to find her. However, he declines, stating that he is no longer that person once again, that he needs to stay and watch over Luke. The next day, after seeing Nari's corpse strung up over town, Obi-Wan then gets a personal visit from Bail Organa, who attempts to reason with him face to face. After Bail departs, Obi-Wan heads out into the Tatooine desert, digs up his lightsaber, and sets out to find Leia. I feel like the first episode was exactly what it needed to be for the Kenobi saga. It reintroduced us to Bail Organa, his wife Breha, who we'd never really met before. It reintroduced us to Owen. It reintroduced us to Obi-Wan. And it showed us Luke and Leia at 10 years old, as it's been 10 years since the end of Revenge of the Sith. So we've gotten to see now some of these characters we know and get caught back up with them, see where they are in their lives, what they're doing. It then introduced some new characters to us: the Grand Inquisitor, the fifth brother, the third sister, the bounty hunter, this other Jedi. Characters that are going to obviously play a bigger part in the story, but we know that come A New Hope, a lot of these characters won't be there because we never hear of them again once we get to A New Hope. So whether they die during the duration of this series, these 6 episodes, if there's another season, a spin-off series, whatever, we know that these characters are going to perish in some way, shape, or form because they're not there when we meet Leia and Luke and everybody at the beginning of A New Hope, which is fine. It gives a specific time frame where these characters existed within the realm of the Star Wars folklore. And I enjoy that. I don't feel like it was too slow moving of a pace. I feel like everything kind of happened as it needed to. It was all exposition very much in this first episode. There wasn't going to be a whole lot of action because we needed to establish the layout of what's going to happen throughout the series. And I feel like the people at Disney Plus did a tremendous job in setting that up. What do you guys think out there? What did you think of the first episode of the Kenobi series? Let me know. If you're watching the premiere, leave your thoughts and comments over here. If you're watching on demand later in the day, leave your thoughts and comments down here. Now, I'm not going to rate the episodes one by one. What I will do is when we get to the grand finale of the Kenobi series, I will do an overall rating for the series. Unless something comes up where I just really don't like the episode for some reason, then maybe I'll say something about that. But I'm going to wait to rate, do the star rating like I usually do for the movies. I'm going to wait to do that until after the series and judge it as a whole product as opposed to an episode by episode basis. But again, what do you guys think? If you're watching the premiere, Leave those thoughts and comments over here. If you're watching on demand later in the day, leave your thoughts and comments down here. If you leave your thoughts and comments down here, I'll better be able to respond to them. Because more often than not, I'm working when the show premieres. So I can't respond to these comments over here. However, once I get off work, I see the ones that are down here. So if you want a response from me, if you want to engage in that conversation like I'm constantly trying to get you guys to do, leave the comments down there. Make sure you tune in at the top of the next half hour as I go into episode 2 of Obi-Wan Kenobi, right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, and another brand new episode of Renegades Reviews. Now you may be asking, Renegade, why are you doing the second episode at the top of the half hour immediately following? Both episodes premiered the same day. So I figure I'll cover them both the same day. Give you guys a little bit of a breather in between episodes, go to the bathroom, get yourself a drink, be back here at 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern to catch episode 2 of Kenobi and my thoughts on it. Thank you to all my loyal fans and friends out there. Tune in, smash that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share this video with your family, your friends, other movie lovers, other Star Wars fans, other cinephiles. Get the word out there about me and my show so I can get boosted up in the YouTube algorithms, so I can get those watch hour views, so I can get monetized by the end of the year. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time right here on Renegades Reviews.